Hey y'all. Hope y'all are doing all right today. Today's video I am doing on pain management um, and tools that I use for pain management. Well, I'm gonna take one of these headphones out because it's like I can't even hear myself. So this video is probably gonna be a little bit long, but hopefully somebody can, as I go through, something will be helpful here for somebody going through pain. So the thing about pain is it can be a great teacher, um, and it can show us a lot of things about maybe some internal things that we're dealing with. Just some background on myself. My body has been through a lot. I'm a torture survivor, sexual abuse, sexual assault survivor, violence survivor. Like, my body has been beat up a lot. Um, but I'm in a very healthy state. My body is very healthy. I'm not perfect by any means. I deal with pain and chronic pain at that, but it's mostly due to tension at this point or, grief and things like that. So I've learned a lot along the way, and there was points where I really was struggling with pain so much that it was taking away from my enjoyment of life. Like I literally could not enjoy life. Like I was grumpy all the time because I was so uncomfortable, and it was incredibly distracting from what was going on in front of me because I was so focused on how much I was hurting. So today, I hope that you find something here that can provide you with a little bit of relief from some of the pain that you might be experiencing. So I'm just kind of just gonna throw a bunch of products. None of these are sponsored. It'd be kind of nice if it was, but that's not what this is about. So first things first, let me start with this. This is a heating pad. And a lot of these items I'm listing are HSA, FSA eligible, and Amazon offers that as well, and like CVS and places like that, they'll offer it. You just have to look up the item and put like FSA or HSA, and it will tell you if it's eligible or not. So this is a heating pad, and this actually was made for people who are dealing with like back pain and stuff. And you can see because it has like a collar, and you like put it on your back or your front or whatever. I personally fold it up and I put it on my womb when I have cramps. And lately I've been doing some castor oil compresses and having the compress on my womb and then holding the heat there and letting that sit on it. And I have found that my cramping went significantly down. And this smoke is just an inset burning, so nothing's on fire. So yeah, heating pad. There's all kinds of different benefits for it. It's more of like a temporary relief thing. Like when you're wearing it, it will help with pain. Like I have noticed that I had some pretty bad back pain for a minute, and I did use it on my back, and it felt good in the moment. But once I took it off, it was hurting again. So it's more of like if you have time to just sit down and watch like a show or something, you can use this and get that little moment to decompress from some of that pain, because seriously, like, pain can cause stress. You know what I'm saying? Like pain, stress, they like work together on like making you feel like shit sometimes. So heating compress, especially for women who have like cramping and things like that during your menstrual cycle. My next product today is magnesium oil. There's all kinds of different brands. I would recommend just pure magnesium oil. I would not be putting essential oils on your body for real, for real. I've heard pros and cons, but a lot of people say that that stuff is toxic. So I try not to like ingest it or put it on my skin or anything like that. Um, it's just not really necessary. So magnesium spray, if you're like deficient in magnesium, you could be having like anxiety and things like that. And let me just tell y'all, I ain't no doctor, okay? I'm just a person who been through a lot of stuff, And these are things that have helped me, and I'm just like passing some wisdom on. Like, that's it. Okay, I'm not a doctor. I am a certified yoga practitioner, but other than that, like, I ain't no doctor. Okay, I go to the doctor and they don't help me with squat diddly do. So I've had to figure out these things myself. Okay. This was recommended to me by a friend. Magnesium oil spray. I like to use this for tension, like if I have tension in my muscles and things like that. It's really good for that. If you're not taking in like greens all the time, um, and I mean like spinach and like kale, things like that. If you're not taking that in on a regular basis, this will probably be useful for you. You will know if you are deficient if you spray it on your body and it starts to get like itchy or burning or tingling, then that's an indication that your body is absorbing it very quickly. And I got this information from April, and her name on YouTube is She Is of the Woods. She has a whole video on there that shows you how to make your own. And that's what I do now. I bought this one first, and then I just bought like the flakes and made my own, and now I just refill it with my own stuff. And I just use this, repurpose it. My neck is kind of hurting, so I'm just spraying it on there and rubbing it in. And that's what I'm gonna keep doing for you. I'm gonna show y'all how to use this stuff. So I deal with nerve pain a lot, especially like in the back of my neck and stuff. And this is really helpful for that too, like nerve pain. It is even helpful for like sore muscles or like sore joints. Like I have found that if there's just an area that is just like sore, I will spray this on that area and then follow it up with castor oil and put that on there and just keep doing that for a few days, and who knows, like maybe you'll see some relief from it. I do, so you never know. My next product is Ultra Sports Cream. It's post-workout cream for athletes of all levels, and it is by Puriya. 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 Let me see if I can. I feel like it's gonna be backwards. Like, I don't know if y'all are even gonna be able to see that the right way, but I use this for pain. I bought this when I was dealing with a lot of nerve pain. It was right after I had my daughter and I had a spiritual awakening. So my nervous system was like super whacked out. And not only that, I was grieving, I was recovering from having a baby. My nerves were super shot, and I was doing like a like fasting, and I switched my diet to like no meat, no dairy, and all that stuff, and it just shocked my system really hard. So everything was kind of like under fire. So I got this cream, and it is made for athletes, but it smells pretty gentle too. But it has like a if you can see here, this is kind of old, so I don't even know if it's like still good or not. But I have a new one somewhere over there. I'm probably gonna throw this away. But you can see it's kind of just like a cream in there. You see, and you just rub it on wherever you're hurting. And like I said, like it says it's for sports, athletes and stuff, but I have rubbed it on the back of my neck and like over here and stuff in my jaw. And even like if I'm getting cramps really bad, I'll rub it there too. And it has like kind of like a minty um like cooling sensation. But something I found too is if I use this before I go to bed and I fall asleep, that area will usually feel way better than it did before I went to sleep. Okay. So, my next product is CBD, pure CBD, high potency CBD. This one I have here is 6,000 milligrams of CBD per bottle. And all it is hemp seed oil, coconut oil, and full spectrum hemp extract. So this here is, I use this every single day. I started using it around the same time I started using the Puriya stuff. I went to a local like tobacco store, and they had CBD there, and I wanted to try it out because I was like really stressed, and smoking weed was not helping me. But I did like the effects that weed has of like calming my nervous system down. And so I was kind of looking for something that would calm me down but not make me high. And CBD does that. So you can just take some drops. And I would say go based off of the recommended dosage of the product. And then you can work your way up. The thing about CBD is you can kind of take it like every 20 minutes or so, and it will bring your nervous system down quite a bit. But not just that, is it does help with pain, okay? And it takes the edge off of it, especially if you're dealing with nerve pain. Um, it will like kind of help relax your nerves a little bit. But and I think it does have anti-inflammatory processes too, and that's something to keep in mind with pain is that sometimes a lot of the times it's caused by inflammation. So when you're taking like anti-inflammatories, it's beneficial because it's bringing down some of that heat. So I would highly recommend high dosages of CBD to anybody who is dealing with pain or just generally stressed out. I love it. I don't know if this messes with drug tests though. It's been a long time since I've had to have a drug test, so I don't know. I don't know if it does or not. I can tell you if you take too much, you will feel a little bit stony, like just a little bit. Um, there have been times where I like forgot that I took like a whole thing of it, and I'm like, did I take it or not? And then I take another one, and I'm just like, oh my god, it's like feels like I'm in like another planet. But mind you, this is like high strength. This is for people who have like PTSD, like severe PTSD. Ding ding. Like this is for you, babe. All right, so here's my next product. We have two Excedrins here. You can get these at any drugstore. Boom, bang. And let me tell you the differences between the two. So the green one, I take this if I ever have like a splitting migraine. And what I mean by that is if you've ever had a migraine so bad that you literally had to lock yourself in your room and like cover every single bit of light just so you can have the relief of like not looking at light, or like if you feel or if you've seen your vision like literally split, it is freaking terrifying. I don't even know. It's like literally traumatizing to go through that. I used to have these headaches, those migraines, pretty bad back when I worked with back when I worked with children. I mean, it was just so stressful. So I would just like have all this tension in my face, and not just that, but around the same time, I started wearing these sunglasses, and these sunglasses were polarized, and I didn't know that they were polarized. So one of them was different than the other, and it was literally causing me migraines, like splitting migraines. And I mean, I'm telling you, like, and then one time, I called somebody and I'm like, hey, like, should I go to the hospital for this? Like, I can't see. Like, I literally, one of my eyes was like not even functioning. Like, it was like a whole like line through it. It looked like a lightning bolt was through it. And I think they say it's like called seeing auras or something, but that ain't no aura, man. Like, that was some crazy shit. I was like, oh my god. So I ended up going to the hospital, and they're like, yeah, you could have had like a seizure and da 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 da. I was like, this is like not helping my stress. Like, I'll tell you that right now. And they ended up giving me some kind of drug that just like melted me. I was like, oh my god. Now I have to take care of my daughter. How am I gonna take care of my kid like this? I can't even move. I can't even move. But it did help. I went home and it helped a little bit. But anyways, so I take these if I ever feel one coming on, or if I wake up and I have that like lightning bolt in my vision, I will take 3 and take my happy ass into my room and shut every single light off, put something over my eyes, and I mean like as dark as it can get over my eyes. I'll grab a pack of peas or something or ice, and I'll just lay it on my head, and I'll just like force myself to go to sleep. And most of the time I'll feel way better. It's if I wait. If I wait too long, it won't have the same effects, but either way, I take three whole ones, and I don't even take medications like this, but in order for it to be effective, I have to take three. So that's just my little 2 cents on this. If you deal with that, I always, when people are having migraines, I said go get the Excedrin and get the green one, because it doesn't do the same as the red one. The green one has something in it that just helps with that. And I mean, it's extra strength, so I don't know. Which is kind of ironic because the red one is made for migraines. Like you can see right on it, it says migraine, but this don't help with migraines. I'll tell you what it does help with. So you can see on the back it has acetaminophen, it has aspirin, and it has caffeine in it. So the, if I'm not, it says it's an anti-inflammatory drug, a steroidal. This is what I take for pain in general. Okay, like if I'm having a day, I don't take this often. I take this like once in a blue moon, which I will probably take today because I woke up with a pretty bad headache and decent nerve pain and tension and things like this. So I'll probably take this today. And what I do is, if it's, if it's not too bad to where I'm like debilitated, I will take a half of one. I'll just break it in half and I'll take that. And it takes the edge off. You know what I'm saying? Like, it don't need to be completely gone. It's just the edge needs to be off so I can keep functioning throughout my day. I'm gonna put this out so I can sneeze a little bit. So I take this, and the thing that I like about this is it is anti-inflammatory, so it does kind of help get to the root of the issue. Okay, it's more than just like taking Tylenol or whatever that just makes you not feel the pain. It also kind of helps like literally relieve the pain. Okay, does that make sense? So those are my two pills, because y'all know I don't really like pills. And let's get into the fun things. So this one is like called a gua sha. It came with 2 tools, and these are made out of wood. Okay, I really like these. These are actually, they're more for like facelifting, beauty things like that. But this is like a pressure point thing. And you see it has like a little ball at the end of it. And I will press that into certain things and just hold it there. And the cool thing too is it comes with like a little map. I got this on Amazon. It comes with a little map that will tell you different pressure points on the body. But what I do with it is I just find wherever there's tension, I just hold it there for a little while. Okay? And I'll just kind of let it. I do this mostly for my face because there's just like, the tension is more like focalized, you know what I mean? Like the muscles are smaller, so just using this is like, feels good. I'm like, oh, my body thanks you. It does feel really good, especially if you have pain in your jaw. Sometimes it helps to like get behind your thing and just kind of like just poke around. That's what I do with it. But I use this every day too. I use it on my face, just to like get on the surface of my things and just try to relieve some tension. Next product will be my favorite. This is called Refno. Refno. This is the best gun you can get. Yes, so this is a Refno. I don't remember how much this cost. I think it was also HSA, FSA eligible, but it comes with a piece, comes apart, you put it back on, and you can reach certain points in your back. I only use this extension. If you buy a tool like this, make sure it has an extension that is like a pressure point extension, because a lot of them have a ball at the end, and that's not gonna do squat diddly do if you're having a lot of pain. Okay, it might help it like a little bit, but what I find with pain is you really gotta get in there. And this baby goes up like, see, it has level 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And I'm telling you, this thing is strong, okay? Um, I use this everywhere. I use it on my jaw. I use it on my neck. I use it on my shoulders. I use it on my back. I use it sometimes on my arms, but I don't use it really on my legs or anything like that. I don't know why I said everywhere because obviously it's not. Every now and then though, I will use it on my feet just to like get into some of those like muscles like on the side and stuff. But you know, it is what it is. This is my favorite. I use it all the time. I had a different one, but it died on me, and I was like, I have to get this, otherwise my life will be very difficult. So, and this was actually recommended by a therapist, so I ended up getting it. Because I was just like, I'm just hurting all the time, like that's why my mental health sucks. Like your mental health would suck too if you was hurting all the time. She was like, have you ever tried one of these? And I was like, I mean, I have one. And she's like, you should use it. So I was like, okay, I'll use it. All right. And I started using it. I was like, actually, this is a pretty good deal here. So my next one, this is from a company called Kanjo. Kanjo. This is called an acupuncture mat. It comes with 2 pieces. This one is like for your neck, and you lay on it, and it like pokes into your neck. But I freaking love these things. My husband got this, and he's a saint. So this part, you take your shirt off and you get naked, and then you put a blanket over your body so you're nice and warm and comfy, and you lay on this mat, and it hurts like a mother trucker, but after a while you get used to it. And what it does, from my understanding, in my experience, is that it draws the blood into the area. And I tell you, if you bring blood into the area, blood is healing, okay? So it brings all that blood in there and it heals. And I'm telling you, as an artist, somebody who has like I'm working like this a lot, and my shoulders, what the, who put this lemon seed in my trampoline? Anyway, someone who works with your hands and your arms a lot, and your neck is in weird positions, and your back is just killing you, use that mat, and use it every single day. Use it multiple times a day. And if I ever have an injury back there, because sometimes I do, like, and you know what's funny is I will lift like hundreds of pounds because I'm like a titan out here at the gym. So I don't ever get injured doing that. I get injured just waking up from my sleep with mad kinks in my neck, and I can't move my head for like 4 days, and that's how my injuries happen. So if you do ever have kinks in your neck and things like that, do that right there. Lay on that mat just twice a day, even once a day is helpful, or right before you go to sleep. I'll lay it on my bed, and I'll just like lay there. You know, obviously you want to have your spine straight with that. You don't want to be like having your neck like all up and stuff. Like you want to be like having a flat back and things like that. Yeah, so that is my products that I use for pain management. Some things to keep in mind with pain is that it can come from a multitude of things. If I ever deal with pain chronically in a certain area, I acknowledge that there's something that my body is telling me that I need to pay attention to. So, for instance, with grief, you may feel your chest hurting really bad, and you may have tension behind your heart, pain behind your heart, and it may travel upward into your shoulders and into your neck and into your jaw and things like that. Everything is connected, okay? Something that I have found, even with like jaw tension, is that your pelvic floor is connected to your jaw. And the more that you stretch your pelvic floor out and release the tension in your pelvic floor, the tension in your jaw will also release too. So everything is connected. These are obviously pain management, and they're not about getting to the root of issues. Um, but you know, I work with the chakra system when it comes to things like that, and when it comes to addressing the root of the issue. Sometimes our bodies do store trauma in certain areas. Certain energy can get stuck in certain areas, and that can all these things can contribute to pain. But one thing that I do recommend is just when you are dealing with chronic pain is focusing on anti-inflammatories, so like garlic, taking in garlic. I just chop it up like little bits and just swallow it like a vitamin. um and then there's another thing too. So if you ever look up a ginger compress, you just chop ginger up and you basically use that juice and set it on like a painful joint area, and it will draw the blood into that area and it will heal it. Okay, this isn't a one all fix all or anything, but I have tried it on a problem. I had issues with my knee hurting. And so what I did is I put the ginger on my knee, I wrapped it up, and I put and then I just let it sit down there all day, and you can tell if it's working, if it's burning. So if it's burning, it means it's working. Um, but yeah, so I hope that you guys find any of this helpful, at least something on here helpful, and good luck with your pain. Uh, yeah, good luck, because you know it's tough. And if you have any questions, feel free to comment. I would be happy to do like a small reading for some people if you are dealing with pain and you just can't figure out why. I'd be willing to do like a little reading for you to maybe see about like getting to the root of it. But other than that, good luck, and know that your body is highly intelligent. It's always communicating with us every day. There is hope. Our bodies are always working with us to heal. And so, what we can do is make choices in our lives that will help our body flourish and just be better. You know, there's no such thing as a perfect body. Um, our bodies are always constantly fighting off things, going through things, but we should be grateful for the vehicle, the vessel that we've been given to live out the life that we're living right now. So may your body be blessed with love, with gentleness, and with compassion. And stay tuned. This won't be the only video I do on pain. Like I said, I'm a yoga practitioner, a certified yoga teacher, and someday I'll teach you some things about some stretches you can do to release some of the tension in your body. Otherwise, good luck, and have a lovely day.